No. No.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my God.
All right. Tell
Please
him to
watch
send it.
as the great
Send
Tank
it.
D jumps the Great Ravine.
He's not gonna get any speed going up that. He's just...
Into the abyss.
Wow.
The Pioneer, a member of the Save the Day program at Fixit Incorporated, sent out with the purpose of charting and exploiting an alien planet for natural resources. These resources are used to construct increasingly complex factories and automated manufacturing systems. Once established, the Pioneer constructs the big-ass space elevator to help develop newer technologies and supply rare items found on the planet for further research. The process of reinforced iron plates starts by mining iron ore. This factory currently utilizes the state-of-the-art MK2 miner, which pumps out more iron ore than we would ever need. However, newer pioneers will most likely have to extract iron ore by hand like a damn Neanderthal. Though in Satisfactory, leveling up and automating production does not feel tedious. The iron ore is transferred to the smelters inside the factory via the upgraded MK3 conveyor belts, which efficiently transport an assload of ore to several different smelters. The smelters will then smelt that shit into iron ingots, where they are then sent to constructors to construct long and hard iron pipes and iron plates. So the constructors construct that shit into iron rods, which are sent to the second floor for further processing, while the overload is sent to storage. The same is true with the iron plates, which head up to the second floor, while the remainder going to storage. Up on the second floor, we see the iron rods heading into another constructor, this time producing the screws necessary for the reinforced plates. You'll most likely want to have a second production line dedicated purely to making screws, as you're going to need a shit ton of them in this game. We assemble at the assembler, where the screws and iron plates are assembled into the reinforced iron plates. We will most likely overclock production with slugs in the future, but for now, these reinforced iron plates will slowly creep to storage. The next product on today's episode is the enclosed steel beams, which will allow for the upgrade to the badass ultra fucking fast MK4 conveyor belts. To begin production, iron ore is first combined with coal in a foundry, where that shit is magically melted, degassed, molded, poured, shaken, degated, treated, cleaned, and finished into some beautiful fucking steel ingots. The steel ingots then make their way to the constructor, producing the steel beams necessary for the enclosed steel beams. But for now, these steel beams will hang out in storage as we head over to the south end of the factory to check on the other ingredient needed, concrete. Concrete is relatively easy to produce, requiring only limestone. Thank God, you are going to need a shit ton of it to lay all of the foundation for this factory space and infrastructure. The limestone makes its way through a constructor, which constructs that shit into bags of concrete. Some of the concrete will find a nice home in storage, while the rest will head upstairs for production of the enclosed steel beams. Now that the steel beams and concrete are ready, the conveyor belt splits, feeding both concrete and steel beams into two different assemblers, scaling the production. The output, the enclosed steel beams, will merge back into a single conveyor and into storage for further use, such as upgrading the conveyor belts and unlocking additional tiers via the big-ass space elevator.